What's up, guys? Weather Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And that's that time of the month. We're doing clan versus clan. Now, unfortunately, we're getting absolutely wrecked. It's Tuesday morning. We've got another day and a half to go. And for some reason, we're up against a clan with a dude just going absolutely nuts. 635,000 points from one guy. What? 635,000 points? That's a lot of spider runs. I don't think that he needs to do that many spider runs. I think he's a little crazy. Because right now we do have a Dungeon Divers event, but I don't think he needs 635,000 points. It's either that or he's pulling shards like crazy, but they have a lot of spider points and they've got a lot of champion objective points. So we've fallen pretty far behind. And I don't know if there's any sign of stopping. But I still need to put up some decent points to keep my personal rewards at a decent tier for next time. I don't really think that unless we make a huge comeback, I don't think I need to put up the 400,000 points. It's just not beneficial. With that, like I did that last time and we lost by this much. That was the first time I'd ever gotten 400,000 points. Usually I aim for more like the 240,000 point range, depending on what tier I'm in and how many points I need for certain milestones. But I don't see this happening unless something changes. I'll probably just get to this right now. I've just done some spider runs, so I'm at 49,070 points. I was able to do the spider runs because this week we were lucky enough to have energy in the clan shop. So all my points so far are basically from doing spider runs, from collecting my clan boss rewards, and some basic arena. But what I'm going to do here today, as I do every personal CVC, is I'm going to show you how you can rack up a ton of points very quickly. So as I said, I'm at 49,070 points. Unfortunately for me, I have cleared out my Great Hall. If you have not, this is a great way to get some easy points. Is just save up all your Great Hall level ups for CVC, but I can't do that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use all of the skill books that I save up every month. Now, every time I make these videos, somebody gets mad at me for the number of books that I have. But I don't spend a whole lot of money on this game. I spent $10 last year. So don't think that this is some pay to win strategy, because I've never purchased a book on my account. This comes from a few areas. It comes from the clan boss. It comes from Curse City, from Doom Tower, and from tournaments and events. So it's not actually that hard, especially when you get later into the game, to collect a decent amount of books, especially epic books. Like I don't even try to get epic books. They just come to me. Rare books are actually a little bit more rare, and I don't really use them because I don't normally have any rare champions to book. And quite frankly, I barely have epics that I need to book anymore. So I just kind of choose some random epics that maybe someday I will level up. But certainly, I get excited to use my legendary books because I was not able to finish my Rathalos last time, and he's an amazing hider champ. He's put up amazing numbers for me, and he hasn't even been fully booked. His A3 is still at 4 turns, and I'm going to change that right now. So you get 3,000 points for every legendary book, and 1,000 points for every epic book, 500 for every rare book, and I forget what the mythical is, but it's a lot. If you happen to get a mythical, congratulations. I probably never will. I might get the fusion one, but not even there yet. So I also half booked Yakarl when Fire Knight Hard came out, but he still needs some books, so I'm gonna finish him up, and hopefully, yeah. So unfortunately, I had to use all 6 books to get him done, but now he should be completed, and I've got 6 books left. I can use it on either Blade Master, who needs 5 there, 8, 11, or I could use it on Mashald. He needs 4, 9, so he doesn't need a lot of books. So maybe I get lucky with him. I didn't think I was going to go this way, but I think I'm going to see if I can get lucky with Mashald. See what happens. So he could possibly just need 4 if things went perfectly. Let's see. Probably not. Of course not. That went very poorly. So I'll probably have to finish him up at the next CVC unless I get some from the clan boss tomorrow. So I need 3 more books for him, unfortunately. But that got me a whole lot of points there, and that's just from the legendary books. Now I'm going to do some epic. Ruella I just pulled for the first time, so I'm going to book her. Don't even really know where I will use her, but people think pretty favorably of her, I think. I've honestly never even looked at her kit. Increased crit rate. Okay. Decent stuff. Alright. So we put 13 books into her. That'll be 13,000 points. What else do I have? I decided to book up a Frenzy. I don't know if this champion is any good or not. Let me know if you use Frenzy. Basically, I don't need a lot of epics at this point. I've got tons and tons of epics already booked, so I just got to throw them on somebody to get the points. And then a Basher. I don't really need Basher because I have Warlord, but maybe for a cursed city or something, I could come across a point where I need a Basher. So that was it. I've got 2 epic books left. I'll just save those for another time, and I'm not going to worry about using the rare or the mythicals at this time. But that should have gotten me quite a number of points. It says 97,000. I don't think that's been updated. So we'll take a look at that later. And so the next thing that I need to do is I need to run my crypt keys. So these are great free points that you can get by running your faction wars. And then I will run my tag team arena tokens. Those are amazing free points as well. I'm going to run all that, and then I'm going to come back and see how we did there. Okay, so I finished up all of my 3v3 fights, all of my faction wars. That's better, isn't it? Check, check. Okay, so I am now at 139,000 points. I just finished up all of my 3v3 fights and my faction war. All my tokens for both of those. You can also get some points from regular arena and from live arena, but it's not nearly as much compared to like 3v3 arena. That's where I'd put my focus. Obviously, you should be doing arena anyway, but it's not that big of a deal regarding CVC. You don't get that many points. Now, the next thing that I do for a ton of points and a ton of silver is I save up my entire forge for an entire month, minus anything that I have to do for like daily quests. I save everything just for personal CVC. And I'm gonna pull all of this gear and hoping that I get some good perception gear. Fatal wouldn't be too bad. Lethal is obviously the most important. Unfortunately, we're right in the middle, or not even in the middle. We're just at the beginning. We're on day 8 of the Dark Fae Doom Tower rotation. So I'm not going to get to use a whole bunch of this for CVC, but I will get a little bit. So I'm going to, what I'll do is I'll summon everything, and then I will sell off probably 95% of it. I'll keep a few pieces, I'll level some up, and see where that gets me. So that was it. You can see that my forge is now down to just 12 possible pulls. I always save a little bit of resilience and perception just in case it's part of a daily quest. Sometimes those pop up. And let's see where we're at. I'm now at 206,000 points. I started with what, 49,000? So easily over 150,000 points. Pretty much just from Tag Team Arena, Faction Wars, using lots of books, and from the Forge. It's just that easy. I did level up some of the pieces that I got, the ones that I felt like keeping or I was thinking about keeping. I leveled most of them up to 8 or 12 just to see how they would hit. And I got like maybe 20 or 30 pieces out of it that are potentially useful. And that's it. So now I'm at 206,000. We're still getting rocked pretty bad here. We're down by 500,000 points, so it's not looking good for us. So I'm probably just going to aim for, kind of the 240,000 range, which I really don't have to do any work for. I'll get there because I'm doing the Dungeon Divers event right now for the Rathlos Soul. I've got him to 3-star. I'd like to get him to 4-star. And this takes forever for it to load on my computer. But basically I'm going to have to do a bunch of spider runs. It'll probably get me, honestly, 350,000 points or something, but that's not what you need to do just to get a decent CVC score. Yes, if you're in a clan where you need 400,000 points or whatever to stay in your clan, if you're in a top clan, well, you're probably not watching this, to be honest. This is really more for people who are progressing and they're trying to eke out as many points as they possibly can without breaking the bank. And as you can see, I've got over 200,000 points today just from collecting my clan boss rewards and then doing spider runs with free energy from the shop and then doing the things I just talked about in this video. So it's not that hard to get points in this game, as long as you save your resources. I only do this for personal CVC, not regular CVC. I don't care at all about regular CVC because there's no bonus rewards for getting a really high score. Once you get your clan rewards, who cares? Like, getting these rings, who cares? They're pretty much worthless, especially at 5-star. Like, I don't use a 5-star ring ever. So I've never cared about these rewards. If you're in a top clan, you can get the 6-star gold pieces. That's fine. Those are much better, but we'll get to this 1.8 million. I'm not sure why we're even in tier 2, and I'm certainly not sure why this team is in tier 2, because they've got one guy. He's got 700,000 points. I'm sure it's legitimate. I think that he's just summoning a lot. If you look at, you can see where people are getting their points. They've got a lot of champion objectives and their spider runs have slowed down. I'm guessing that that guy is just summoning, trying to get, there's a special event going on right now. People are trying to get these guys, they're trying to get the Blade Masters. It's not worth it to me. I know that you just have to pour so many shards just to hope to possibly get a chance. But for me, I try to help out my clan where I can. As you can see, I'm usually at the top. Sometimes somebody else will really go all in for some particular reason. Maybe they're summoning shards or whatever, but usually just using these things. I do this every time. It's the books, especially the books and the forge are my top two easy ways to get points. And then, it's the factions wars, it's the CVC, it's using free energy, or spider runs usually give you the best bang for your buck. But you can always check to see there's bonus points right now for Minotaur. It's still really not worth it. Iron Twins, I do those daily, and I think that most people that can should. But that's it. There's no bonuses anywhere else. That's a shame. It's always nice when it's on Spider, but what can you do? So there you have it. An easy 150,000 points from CVC. All you have to do is save your resources. And I know not everybody can get all those books. Not everybody's going to get all that from the Forge. Not everybody can beat Doom Tower. But you can still take these tips at the level that you're at. So even if you only get 8 Lego books and 15 Epic books, save them for CVC. It might not get you 150,000 points, but maybe it'll get you an extra 50,000 points, an extra 75,000 points. Do what you will with the account that you have. So that's it. I'm Weiler Wednesday. I hope this helped you. If it did, hit subscribe, and I'll be back with more Rage Shadow Legends content. Thanks so much for watching.